I'm Grossi, and today I'll be sharing with you one of my favourite dishes, Risotto con Asparagi, also known as risotto with asparagus. This dish is particularly important to me because my mother is from Verona, in the north of Italy, and risotto is all the rage up there. They love cooking their risotto, and we'll be using some of their favourite ingredients, fontina cheese and asparagus. So let's get started. We'll start with a little shallot here, and we're just going to finely dice that. Adds a delicious sweetness to our risotto dish. Just going to get a little olive oil and just get the olive oil nice and warm in that pot so our shallot can cook away nicely. Pop that in there. Now it really is, this is a very simple dish, but it depends really a lot on all these beautiful ingredients. We're using this amazing cannaroli rice from the north of Italy, which is fantastic. It's a really good rice to make risotto with. The cannaroli, it's able to absorb a lot of liquid, so it's a fantastic rice because with the risotto we're emulsifying fat and starch and liquid together. So we've got some lovely sage, which I believe marries really well into this dish, and get that cooking with our shallot, which we've got on the stove behind us. Just pop that in there. Now, the main part of this dish, obviously, is this lovely local asparagus from Cuirap. And at the moment, they're in season and they're running really beautifully. And you can see these are just the most amazing asparagus, and they're local. They're from our backyard. And I love using produce that's really seasonal and local because it is the way to eat. Now, the first thing we're going to do is cut this woody part of our asparagus off about there. And that does not get thrown away. What we do is we cook it down and make this beautiful asparagus puree that we have here, which is going to be an addition to our risotto as well. Always keeping an eye on our shallot because we certainly don't want that to go too far or burn. So I'll keep this for later. Now we're going to peel our asparagus, but we're not looking to go too dramatic on the peeling. What we're looking is just to lose a little bit of that spur and some of the tougher flesh. They're quite large, these asparagus, and that's the way I like them. I'm going to get the asparagus cut into pieces and get them into the risotto nice and early because that's how we extract the most flavour. And what I might do is just for dramatic effect is just reserve these lovely little tips to put in a little bit later on. Can now join our shallots, which are really truly ready to go. I'll give those asparagus a bit of a cook as well. Get some sweetness going there as well. Okay, now it's time to get our arborio rice in there. The way you judge it, it's 1 part to 3. So it's around 1 part rice to 3 parts of liquid. And we'll get that rice cooking so it gives it a little bit of a toasty flavour. I'm going to add some salt now. Now we won't add all our liquid at once, we'll do that bit by bit. Remember, you can always add more, but you can't take it out. And just give that a good push around and make sure that no rice grains are sticking to the bottom, because the last thing you want is for any rice grains to be caught on the bottom, and that will give it a really terrible burnt flavour on the risotto as an end result. So you've got to get that all off. So while our rice is cooking away before it's become our risotto, let's grate our fontina cheese. Now fontina is a fantastic cheese. This particular one comes from Val d'Aosta. It's very typical of that region. Val d'Aosta is a very cool climate region of Italy. And now we're going to check our rice, make sure it's not sticking. But it's looking good. So our rice is nearly done. A few minutes away, I'm going to add our asparagus tips. So I've added them late, so we've just a textural thing. We've got a little bit of texture and bite to those tips. We're going to add our fontina. I love it, so we're going to put it all in. A generous knob of butter. I'm going to bring that together really beautifully. And this is the action where you get that really beautiful emulsification or that creamy texture without adding, of course, any cream to the rice. And to finish it off, to get some extra flavour, asparagus flavour in there, and a bit of nice colour, we can add a spoonful of the puree that we've made with our asparagus stalks. pop it onto our plate. And you can see it's all emulsified and comes together. Let's give that a try. Delicious. So get stuck into a taste of harmony. It's the greatest way to get to know your work colleagues through delicious food and learning about new cultures. Jump on the Taste of Harmony website for all the information you need. Get involved.